Just got this off the porch. It's my new ring stretcher reducer I ordered, and I just saw this, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna set this up on something and cut it open, and we'll take a look at it. All right, you guys haven't missed too much. All I did was set this up on a big plastic trash can and cut the tape around it. I haven't opened it up yet. I haven't peeked without you. So we're gonna be checking this out in real time together. Got some decent styrofoam packaging. Look at that. It's blue. Well, in the pictures it was gray, but it is like the right shape. And it's got the stretcher, it's got the reducer, it's got the bar. Let's go ahead and set this up on my desk and see what it looks like outside of this plastic bag. Before I take it out of the bag, I just want to kind of give you a side-by-side comparison. This is a 1-ton arbor press I got at Harbor Freight, and this is the ring stretcher reducer I got on eBay. And it's got a bunch of like oil on there to keep it from rusting up, I suppose. It is heavy, dude. Like when I tried to take this out of the box, it's I think it weighs pretty close to that arbor press. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the bag and we'll take a closer look. All right, let's look at this together. See here, this is, I guess, whatever brand it is. Further wrong. Gear ratio, roller diameter, roller width, machine opening, ring reducer stretcher. Sorry guys, not the best at reading. And this is interesting. On most ring stretchers, this is back here, but on this one it's up front, and I think I might actually prefer that because it's a little easier to see what's going on. It looks like the machining on this die is not super great. This one looks pretty rough. Some of them look okay. There's some gunk in there. Let's go ahead and take this out and take a look at it. How do you take it out? Oh man. Maybe you can't. Maybe this is stuck in here forever. No, I don't think that's true. I bet if okay, this goes up and down. So this goes up. Take that out. Okay. So really just one of them looks kind of rough, kind of scratched up. Let's take a look at this. Okay, it's actually smooth to the touch. That's weird. It looks like something got caught in there when this was getting machined out. The rest of these dies look okay. They could probably be cleaned up a little bit. There's still some, I mean, they're just not perfectly smooth. But I mean, I didn't spend a ton of money on this. This is just kind of like a starter attempt at a tool like this for me. So I'm not, not too terribly upset. I've got some coin rings that I need reducing, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and use this real quick to reduce those down and see how well it works. A couple of these coin rings that are just above a size 10 that I'm trying to get to a size 10. So I found a die that I guess it could work in, and we'll try and reduce this down. Well, this is a little sticky. Maybe it just needs to be worked loose a little. Oh, it just catches at the top, I see. Okay. Okay, it reduced a little bit. This might be something I need to bolt down. And it looks like whatever coating they put on this die is already coming off. It's not super great. Oh, I've got a nickel under it. That's why it's scrambling. There we go. I've never used one of these before, so this is probably just going to take some trial and error to try and figure it out. But this has gone down a little bit. Let's try and go to a smaller die. I definitely think I'm gonna have to bolt this thing down. Okay, we're getting some reduction here. Let's see. Yep, that's right out of 10. Perfect. Just try and reduce that other side a little bit. Go. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's see if we can test out the stretcher part. Let's see how. All right, so looking at the stretcher part, the first thing I'm noticing is it starts at a size 6. So let's see here. Pretty much this is where I start stretching my rings, at this stage of like foldedness. This is a penny, these are some quarters, and none of these are gonna fit on here unless I've got it stretched too far. Okay, I did have it stretched out. That was freaking me out for a second. But yeah, they're still not gonna fit on there. So I should have thought about that when I got a ring stretcher reducer, because this starts at size 6, and these, let's measure ring size, what they are. Not even a size 4. Right at a size 4. Excuse me. So there's that. Okay, so I got over that little problem, and I picked up one of these coin rings that I've already made that isn't quite even, and I'm going to try and stretch it out a little bit on this and just see kind of what that is like. Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be something I'm going to have to bolt down. It's my kiddo breathing really hard. He's my cameraman. He's doing good work. Alright. So I can't really do a whole lot without this bolted down, so that's probably what I'm going to do pretty soon. As I was doing that, I noticed the stuff started leaking out of here. Not sure what it is, but it's probably just kind of like to lube this up, make it move a little easier. I don't know, I just wanted to point that out. See here. Another thing I want to point out is, like, for the working action of this or whatever, while you're stretching a ring, you have to push this way, right? And that stretches those out. But when you're reducing a ring, you have to pull it towards you. So when using this thing, there's two different types of force you have to use depending upon what you're trying to work on. Just noticed that and wanted to share it. I think that's pretty much all I can do with this thing till I figure out how I'm going to bolt it down, because I really need it to stay still for it to work. But that's been the unboxing of my first ring stretcher reducer. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more coin ring making videos, subscribe to the channel. As always, have a great day. Just playing with this reducer a little bit. I had 2 pennies that I had stretched to this point. These are them right there, and still had kind of a curve to it. I was hoping to stretch them out on this, but they're not going to fit on the stretcher. So I was like, well, let's try and even out the walls with the reducer. And I did that with this one, and it's nice and even, and it's pretty cool. I mean, nobody's ever going to be able to wear it because it's super tiny, but it's ring shaped, so that's closer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I did. Put it in this reduction die here, and since I've been like playing with this a little bit, moving the arm up and down, it's actually not sticking as bad as it was before. So I think whatever kind of oil they've got in there is working. Trying to get it to focus for you. It still has a little bit of curve to it, but it is more ring shaped than before. And then I just moved it to a little bit smaller die. And reduced it till it was even. And that looks pretty cool. See if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, it's really tiny. Like, this is like a size 3 or something. But it is pretty cool. I'd like to find a way to stretch out something this small so that it could be wearable, but I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. Little second added bonus, I wanted to check and see if this $50 would fit in any of these dies, and it almost fits in this one, but it's just too big. It will just cut. I flipped it over on the other side. It won't fit in any of them. So, if you're wondering, it doesn't fit.